Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys the monthly reading for June. This is going to be a general reading for Earth signs. So this is going to include Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So we're going to just be going through just some different things just to kind of see what you could expect possibly in the month of June. So not everything is going to resonate with you guys, so just take what resonates and get rid of what doesn't. As usual, I will go ahead and list everything that I'm using in the description box below. And as I shuffle each deck, I'll introduce what it is. So let's just go ahead and get started. And as we can see, Peaches is already in my way. So I'm going to have to move him really quick. He's hanging out with Sharky. There we go. All right. So the very first thing that we're going to focus on is we're going to focus on what is the general central theme for the month of June. What is some generalized energy that you can, maybe be focused on or just expecting as far as an energy is concerned during this period of time. So we're going to be using the Tao Oracle to just get that generalized theme. And we're going to combine that with the Osho Zen Tarot. So I'm only going to draw one card from each deck. So let's just go. I've already pre-shuffled everything, but I just wanted to, of course, do everything on camera. So let's get a card here and we'll grab a card here. Okay, so the very first card that we have here is treading. So treading, let's go ahead and talk about those keywords that are on that card. And we're also going to showcase that card. We have the Chariot's energy, okay? So treading, it says conduct self-awareness. I think it's very interesting that this card says self-awareness and the key word on this card is awareness. The Chariot's energy is really about knowing one's destiny, knowing one's direction. This is about proceeding with caution is what this card says, correcting our behavior and acting responsibly. So it may be that the overall energy for you earth signs out there for the month of June is really going to be geared towards your particular path, how you're moving about, how you're moving forward. How aware you are perhaps of your surroundings and what you're experiencing along the way, along this journey. I'm going to go ahead and just move these over here so you guys can see them better. Yeah, so all these things are coming through this card here. Treading on your particular journey, treading on your particular path, whatever that may be for you. You're becoming very aware of what it is that you possibly want, what it is that you don't want, what you're going to deal with, what you're not going to deal with, all of that, okay? So you're proceeding with caution. You're no longer willing to move forward just carelessly. You're very aware of a lot of different things. So that's your overall theme for the month, is that you're extremely aware when you're moving forward or you're going towards specific goals or dreams. So very interesting. So now let's go ahead and take a look and see what may be challenging you or blessing you this month. Okay. So we are going to go into the Marchetti Tarot. This Marchetti Tarot has to be ordered from the Ciro Marchetti site. So this is not one that you can get on Amazon. So I'll list that down below. And this particular deck is also from him, and this is something you can get off of Amazon. It's called Oracle of Visions. So this is going to be what is challenging us or blessing us this month. Ooh, I love it. The Nine of Coins is a fantastic card. This is a card of independence. It's a card of it's just basically that energy where we're feeling really self-assured. We're actually feeling really good about ourselves, and we are also taking that time for self-care. So this is a blessing. So you're not really, it doesn't mean that you'll have zero challenges in the month of June, but it's indicating more of self-care, okay? For some of you, yes, that could be a challenge for you. Maybe you don't take enough time for self-care, and this is something that you're really going to have to be aware of perhaps on your journey. Because remember, the central theme is about awareness. Being aware that we do need to take care of ourselves. Being aware that, at the end of the day, we really only can rely on ourselves. Doesn't mean we can't rely on other people, but at the end of the day, we really just, are in charge of our own happiness and our own needs. So This is about taking that time to just be with yourself, taking that time for tranquility, healing, just being in the present moment, enjoying your abundance, you know, taking the time to, you know, take a break and look at everything that you've created. Maybe some of us are just working so hard that we really don't even have a chance to enjoy what it is that we've been creating all along. So it is about taking some time to enjoy our blessings, to enjoy the abundance that we have created. So this could be a blessing for some of you. It could also be challenging you this month. So either way, pay attention to self-care, pay attention to your own garden, and really lavish in your abundance. Love the message. So the next message that we are going to be focusing on here is our past. So this is going to be our karma, our experiences, our lessons, things that we can take with us into our future. We're going to get a card from the El Goliath Tarot. This is an amazing deck. It was available on Amazon. It might still be, but last time I checked it wasn't. But I'll still put the link down anyways. We have the King of Swords, the Father of the Night. Wow, look at that card. This deck, seriously, I just love it so much. I love the artistry, the images, the creativity, everything that went into this deck. So let's go ahead and get, this is from the Halloween Oracle. This is from Stacy DeMarco. Night Song, Hidden Talents. All right. So this right here is an energy. I love that we have two cards that say night, Father of the Night and Night Song. Now, night represents, you know, darkness. Doesn't necessarily mean it has to be negative. It just means that there's something for us to learn in the shadows. As you guys can see, there's this owl, okay? And this owl is picking up its prey. It's a predator at night, comes out at night. So Father of the Night, Father of the Shadows, Father of the Night Sky, Night Song. There's something hidden, meaning there's something hidden in the shadows. There, we can sing through the shadows. We can basically find the blessing within the shadows. So what I'm picking up on for you guys is that our past may be, you know, colored with a lot of darkness, but we can come through that darkness and basically bring forth a blessing, bring forth something from this experience and use this now, utilize this now as a talent. So that's why we have that night song, and then we have that beautiful red bird that's colorful. It's colorful next to all of those shadows. It's able to stand out of the shadows. It's able to come through and be seen through those shadows. So I really feel like what Spirit is saying is that if you feel like you've been picked off like a freaking, you know, like a prey, like a rat, you know, where you have just been victimized perhaps, or you have been picked off like, again, prey, used, abused, whatever that might be for you, there is something that you can sing from this experience, okay? There's something that you can take from it and turn it into a beautiful song. Maybe some of you that you can turn it into a beautiful work of art, you know, through song, through words, through writing, through expression in some sort of way. Maybe you're going to find your hidden talent, your life's purpose through your shadows. So you can take these past experiences and learn from them. Now, King of Swords could be a specific person in your life that did cause you this pain. But the thing is, this pain, you can turn it, you can transmute it, you can turn it into something positive. You can take this experience and now speak your truth moving forward, because song is expression. The King of Swords is somebody who expresses themselves. They're very articulate with their words. So you can learn, you can take what you've learned from your past and you can utilize it in a positive way for your future. So that's why this is a positive. We don't have to stay stuck in the shadows. We can take this into the future in a positive way. Love those messages. All right, you guys, so let's now go ahead and go into the energy of other people. So this is your environment, or other people that are in your environment affecting you, or possibly how you're, you know, just how you're, I don't know why I can't talk, how you are interacting. I don't know why I couldn't say that. Interacting with other people. So this right here deck is called the, what is this called? The Oracle of the Shapeshifters. And this is called the Beautiful Creatures Tarot. What is the energy of our environment? We have King of Cups, fascination, and we also have the unending sadness of looking back. Very interesting. So for some of you, it could be specifically that there is some sort of sadness in regards to a person, a King of Cups in your life. So it says endless regret, obsessive grief, replaying the past, negative nostalgia. So some of you could literally be still tied to something that didn't work out with a King of Cups. This King of Cups can be a male or a female, doesn't matter. It's just an energy. It's somebody that you had an emotional investment in. So in your environment, this person could still be there physically. For some of you, this person isn't even in your life anymore, but yet they're still affecting your life. You're still looking back with sadness and regret, and it's turned now into a negative. It's turned into something now that's holding you back. Okay, there's fascination, which is the key word here, which means that we're fascinated, we're obsessed. This may be a fantasy for some of you, meaning like we're just spending all of our time just looking back. And this is an energy that's saying this is in our environment. It's affecting our lives now in a negative way. We need to let this shit go, is what Spirit is saying. Now, that may not be the case for all of you. Not all of you may be experiencing that. There could be a person in your life that is affecting you in a negative way, as in they've got a lot of regret and guilt and sadness and heaviness and depression. And now this is something that's starting to affect you in some sort of a way. So it is basically telling you that this is something that you need to address in a sense of, is this person serving you in a positive way? Is there some kind of boundary that you need to put up? Is there something that you can do? Maybe what you're trying to do is you're trying to help this person, but sometimes there is no helping people that don't want to help themselves. And so it's about coming to some sort of conclusion when it comes to a King of Cups. So take it either way, but something needs to be addressed and we need to release some sort of energy that's now starting to hold us back in a negative way. Okay? So I don't know why that's coming through, but that's what we have here. Now let's take a look at the energies of what Spirit is asking us to focus on. So this has to do with our goals, and things that we should be focused on. So this right here is called the Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish. And what is this called here? Just give me a second. I don't know why I can't think of this deck here. The Art of Life Tarot. There we go. So we have abundance, goddess of abundance divine. Let me thrive, let fortune be mine. Okay, so this is a very specific message, you guys. What Spirit is saying. So this is going to be for those of you that just resonated with that message, that we're still holding on to something that is sad and full of regret. 5 of Cups is that card that just came up. We're nostalgic on the past. We're so focused on the past, we can't even be in the present moment. Spirit wants you to focus on the abundance, the abundance. Let it thrive in your life. Let this fortune be yours. But we cannot be in that abundant mindset if we are in this energy of sadness and regret and heaviness. It's just impossible. The two don't mix. So we've got to let something go. So this is saying, better by far you should forget and smile than that you should remember and be sad. So it's telling you to try to change the story of the past. And if you can't do that, it's telling you to block it out and try to just focus on something else. Okay? Try to focus on the abundance. Try to focus on things that are working in your life. Try to focus on the things that you're grateful for. Try to be in that state of gratitude. When we're in a state of gratitude, it's almost impossible to be focused on regret and sadness. So again, there's something that may be holding us back. There's something that that we're focused on that's just not creating. It's not an abundant mindset. It's like we're regressing. So we really do need to change a story. We really do need to change our focus and focus more on abundance rather than focusing on things that are just basically either over or in the past. We need to be able to healthily move on for ourselves so that way we can start creating new growth and new change. So we got to let the past go is what Spirit's saying. Spirit really wants us to focus on that this month for June. So let's go ahead now and move forward into some upcoming energies. What are some upcoming energies? We're going to be using the Tarot in Wonderland. And we're going to combine these cards with the Alice in Wonderland Oracle. I want to be a queen. Fantastic. And the Hanged Man. Okay, so in the future, so the future energies. The future energies, we all have free will. So we have an opportunity to change this outcome. Now, the Hanged Man is an energy of sacrifice and being stuck. Now, this is the deal. With the energies that we've seen so far, there does seem to be a theme where we're holding on to things that are no longer serving us. We're holding on to energies that are preventing us from being able to move forward and to create that abundance that we're looking for, because we're in that mindset of the past. We're focused on the past. We're focused on something sad, something that didn't work, something that we're regretting. I want to be a queen. This is basically, stating that you're a queen, declaring freedom. So this is telling you, getting into your queen energy. Now, queen does not have to be masculine or feminine. It can be either or. It's a reference of sitting in your power, sitting in your throne. I want to be a queen. Therefore, you are a queen. You just have to step into that energy. The only thing that is holding you back is yourself. And that's what Spirit's saying. The next card after the Hanged Man is death. That means we're letting something go. You have the choice to let something go and declaring your freedom and sitting in your throne and taking back the power in your life. So this is available to you if you choose it. It's available to you if you want it. So the choice is yours, is what Spirit's saying moving forward in the month of June. You can change the story, or you can still sit in that energy of being shackled to the past. It's up to us. So now what we're going to do is we're going to break down the elements. We're going to do earth, air, fire, water, and we're also going to add spirit into that. And so I'm going to be using all of Radley Valentine's tarot decks for this. So we're going to tap into the energies of earth. The energy of earth has to do with our finances, our career, money, physical body, things like that. So let's just go ahead and get a message from Spirit on that. We're going to be using the animal tarot cards. So let me go ahead and get those. All right, so what is our message in regards to Earth? Our Earth message from Spirit. Let's see what we got here. Love it. The Princess of Spring, which is the Page of Wands energy. So I'm going to go ahead and read it. It says energetic, outgoing, optimistic, and creative. We've got the Monarch Butterfly, which is talking about creative opportunities that you feel passionate about are fluttering your way. Personal growth and broadened horizons will spark fresh and original ideas. So if some of you have felt kind of stagnant, either physically or in your career or your finances, this energy looks to me like it's going to be transforming in the month of June. There's going to be some sort of fresh opportunity or fresh abundance that's coming your way. And so I feel like it's one of the reasons that Spirit is telling you to stop focusing on the past, stop focusing on things that aren't serving you. So this abundance can come your way. That's why they wanted your goal to be on abundance. That's why they wanted your focus to be on abundance, because there's some sort of an abundance that's trying to come your way. So now let's go ahead and focus on the element of air. The element of air has to do with our mental thoughts, our inner knowing, things that we may want to express. We're going to be using the Fairy Tarot cards for this one. Fairies to me represent air. So this could be things that are just that we're thinking about. And remember, what we're thinking, we're creating. So this is something to think about. Love it. We have the Chariot. So the Chariot is an amazing energy. It says success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. What I'm picking up on, you guys, is that you are clearing this energy of the past in June. You're refusing to allow your past to define your future. You're determined, you're disciplined to basically move forward with your path. So you're realigning your thoughts in order to get into that mode. So to me, this is a green light for June. You're not letting anything hold you back. You're determined to change the story this month. So that's super fantastic. I love that card. All right, so my table doesn't seem to be big enough, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab the cards that I need. I'm going to put them over here so I don't have to keep getting back up and down. So now let's go ahead and focus on the energies. So we have earth, air, and now we're going to go into fire. So fire is about our creativity. It's about our passion. It's about our energy levels, all of that. This right here is called the Archangel Power Tarot cards. Okay, so for the energy of fire, we do have the Five of Ariel, which is the Five of Pentacles, and I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. So it's very interesting that we have a card coming through that's telling us to be mindful of our thoughts, even though this has to do with creativity. But the thing is, remember, our thoughts create our experiences. So Spirit's just reminding you here that when it comes to your passions, when it comes to the way that your energy levels are, you do have to pay attention and make sure that you keep your thoughts in a higher vibration. So they're asking you to basically reach out for help, to pray about it, to ask the universe for help, to, relax, try to just get centered within your own energy. So that way, if you're feeling crappy, or if you're feeling bad, or if you're feeling angry or resentful, you can just kind of, take a step back, work through that, and then let that go, and then proceed and continue. So the Five of Pentacles is also an energy of just feeling left out in the cold. So sometimes when we feel left out in the cold, we feel like crap. We feel rejected. We don't feel good. We feel less than. We feel like nobody likes us. Nobody loves us. But what Spirit is telling you is that you're not alone. Help is nearby. So sometimes we have a tendency, when we don't feel good about ourselves, to kind of cut ourselves away from other people. Cut ourselves away from our friends, our family, our soul group, our tribe, because we feel, out of sorts. So we tend to isolate ourselves. Spirit's telling you, don't do that this month. If you're starting to feel, just crappy or depressed, reach out, spend time with other people. This really isn't a time to be alone. It doesn't mean that you can't be alone. It just indicates that if you find yourself kind of going to that mode of, I just need to be alone, I need to be in that hermit mode, I just don't need anybody, it's actually telling you the opposite. You're not alone. Help is there if you need it. You don't need to be an outsider this month. Okay? So that's that energy that's just telling you, if you're feeling that lack of luster, if you're feeling like, you're just, that passion is kind of decreasing or lacking, it's about spending time with other people to help you with your vibration, to help you raise your vibration. Because remember, your thoughts are creating your experiences. All right, you guys, so now let's go ahead and move on into water, and water has to do with our emotions. Water has to do with how we are feeling. We're going to go into the Angel Tarot for that. How are we feeling? What is the energy representing our emotions? Now, this, of course, can represent romance as well. How we're feeling. Okay, so how we're feeling is the Moon's energy. So this Moon's energy, it says important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, releasing fears that are holding you back. So what I'm getting, you guys, is for the period of June, It doesn't mean that there cannot be romance and that, you know, you couldn't meet somebody at this particular time. But I'm seeing for most of you, it really is a time for healing. It's a time for just facing any darkness or facing those shadows, facing that sadness and regret, that energy that seems to be keeping you down this month. It's about facing these things and realizing that there's a bigger picture. There's certain things that are happening or that you're unaware of. There's certain details that are still being ironed out about your situation or your life. There's certain things that maybe you're just not sure, not understanding quite yet. Maybe these things will come to light later, which will help you to close up this chapter or this cycle, or will help you with your healing. So this is saying you need to release these fears that are holding you back. We already know that the past is holding you back this month. So you're releasing that this month. So that's why this card's coming through, the Five of Pentacles. You might feel energetically somehow, you know, depleted, not completely, but you might kind of go through ups and downs, peaks and valleys, okay, this month. So that's why it's really important for you to rely on your support system, rely on your spirit team, rely on your soul tribe, your soul family, because they're there to help you through this darkness, because there's so much abundance that's available to you, but you remember, you've got to choose it this month, okay? So the final message is going to come from Spirit. So this is a message from your guardian angel, your spirit guide. We're going to be using the Guardian Angel Tarot for this. Four of Abundance. This is the Four of Pentacles energy. Let's go ahead and read the message. It says that it is time to reflect upon your relationship with money. Are you spending it too freely, or are you holding on to it too tightly? This can also relate to how you give of yourself to others. It says, is your heart open, or are you holding back? Your hard work and wise investments will bring great success. So, as a whole, I don't always read the Four of Pentacles having to strictly do with money. Sometimes this can be about anything. And that's just how I'm taking this. Now, the Four of Pentacles is saying you need to reflect upon your relationship with money, of course, but you also need to reflect on your relationships with other people and how you're giving of yourself or how you're not giving of yourself. Are you holding on way too tightly to fixed or rigid ideas about love, about life, about yourself? Are you hoarding? Are you letting go? Are you letting people in? Are you just basically, you know, holding on way too tight to something? Perhaps we need to let that go. This is definitely a card of needing to let go. We're holding on way too tightly to either a person, an idea, or a situation. We need to let something in order for abundance to come in. Remember, so we've got to stop focusing on the past. We've got to let go of whatever that is that's no longer working for us and no longer serving us. That way this abundance can come into our lives. We already saw that's what Spirit wants us to focus on. I definitely see for a lot of you that you guys are going to be successfully clearing that this month of June, okay? Some of you are going to struggle. But I feel like as a collective, we're all helping one another to become stronger, to fight for this freedom in order to release these things that are no longer serving us. So rely on your brothers and sisters spiritually out there. We're all a part of this together. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. It looks to me like June may be a little challenging, but you guys are going to get through these things. All right? All right, you guys. See you next month. Take care. Bye-bye.